A
is
young
sick.
man
Please
shrugged.
help me get a taxi.
Sister, mind your business.
Aderonke snapped.
If this was your father, would you leave him on the ground?
Aderonke Adebanjo was the girl people ignored in traffic. She was the young woman running between cars under the hot sun with a bowl of bottled water balanced on her head and plantain chips swinging from one hand. Drivers rolled up their windows when she came close. Some waved her away before she even spoke. Some called her Hawker Girl, like she did not have a name. But Aderonke was not lazy. She was not begging. She was surviving. Every morning, she woke before sunrise in a crowded compound in Agege, packed goods she bought on credit, and stepped into the streets before Lagos became too hot to breathe. By afternoon, her feet would ache from chasing buses. Her throat would be dry from shouting prices through traffic. Her back would burn from carrying weight all day. But she kept going because at home, her younger brother, Toby, needed school fees, food, uniforms, and someone who still believed he could become more than their poverty. Their parents had died years earlier, leaving Aderonke with responsibilities she was too young to carry. She once dreamed of becoming a nurse. She loved the idea of helping people heal. But dreams cost money, and after their parents were gone, school became a luxury. Survival came first. So she sold water, chips, and ground nuts in traffic. People saw her tray and thought they knew her whole life. They did not know she could read medical pamphlets better than some people who had money for school. They did not know she kept a small notebook where she wrote every naira she earned and every debt she owed. They did not know she cried quietly when Toby asked for textbooks she could not afford. They did not know she had promised their mother on her deathbed that Toby would not end up on the street. And they did not know that one ordinary afternoon, while rich people sat inside air-conditioned cars and pretended not to see her, Aderonke would stop for a sick stranger on the roadside. That one decision would change everything. That morning began like every other. Aderonke tied her scarf tight, packed bottled water into a cooler bowl, arranged plantain chips in transparent packs, and counted the small change in her purse. Toby sat on the edge of their thin mattress, wearing his school shirt.
Sister Ronke, my teacher said if I don't bring the balance this week, they will send me home.
Aderonke paused.
How much is remaining? 18,000.
She looked down at the money in her hand.
I can stop school for now. Let me help you sell.
Aderonke turned sharply.
Don't ever say that again.
But you are tired.
I'm your sister. Let me be tired.
It is not fair.
His eyes lowered. Aderonke sat beside him and softened her voice.
Life has already taken too much from us. It will not take your education too. Sister, no. You will finish school. You will write your exams. You will not become another boy Lagos swallowed.
Toby looked at her for a long moment.
And what about you?
Aderonke smiled, but it did not reach her eyes.
God has not forgotten me.
After sending Toby to school, she carried her goods and went to the busy road near Maryland, where traffic was always heavy. The sun rose higher. The road became louder. Horns blared. Conductors shouted. Buses squeezed between cars. Drivers argued. And Aderonke ran from window to window.
Cold water, plantain chips, ground nuts. How much? 500 for chips, ma. 300. Ma, I bought it more than that.
A woman in a black SUV rolled down her window. The woman hissed and rolled up the window. A young man in a sports car bought 2 bottles of water, then tossed the money so it fell near the gutter, laughing with his friend. Aderonke bent, picked it up, and said nothing. She had learned that hunger could make silence feel like wisdom. By afternoon, the heat was heavy. Aderonke had sold only half her goods. She was calculating how much she would need to pay the supplier when she noticed an older man walking unsteadily near the curb. He was dressed simply in a loose brown kaftan and sandals. Nothing about him looked rich. No driver beside him, no security, no gold watch. just an older man pressing one hand to his chest and trying to hold a street pole. Aderonke frowned. The man took another step. Then he collapsed. For 1 second, everything seemed to pause. People looked. A bus conductor said,
"Now drunk man, leave him."
A woman selling oranges shook her head.
These old people will not rest.
A man walking past said,
Don't touch him, oh. If he dies, police will arrest you.
Cars slowed down, drivers stared, and then traffic moved again. But Aderonke could not move. She looked at the man on the ground. His breathing was shallow. Sweat covered his face. His hand trembled. She dropped her bowl beside the road and ran to him. He did not answer. She loosened the top of his caftan and touched his shoulder.
Baba, can you hear
Nobody
me?
stepped forward. Aderonke looked around in disbelief.
This hound
A
is
young
sick.
man shrugged.
Please help me get a taxi.
Sister, mind your business.
Aderonke snapped.
If this was your father, would you leave him on the ground?
The young man looked away.
Baba, stay with me.
She turned back to the man. She remembered little things from the clinic posters she used to read when she dreamed of nursing. Keep him breathing. Keep him shaded. Do not crowd him. Get help quickly. She waved at a taxi. The first driver refused.
Hospital case. No.
She ran to another.
Please, sir, I will pay.
The driver looked suspicious.
You know him?
No,
Then why you dey carry wahala?
because he is a human being.
The driver studied her, then sighed.
Bring him.
Aderonke begged 2 men nearby to help lift him. One agreed after grumbling. The other demanded money first. Aderonke gave him part of her sales money. While she was helping the sick man into the taxi, someone stole several bottles of water from her bowl. She saw it happen. For a moment, pain flashed across her face. Then she turned away. A life mattered more than water. At the clinic, the nurse at the front desk looked up sharply.
What happened? He collapsed by the road.
Is he your father?
No, ma.
Your relative?
No.
Another nurse came out, and together they placed the man
Then
on a
who
bed.
is he?
I don't know, but please help him.
The first nurse, whose name tag read Nurse Kioma, looked at Aderonke.
We need a deposit.
Aderonke's heart dropped.
Please treat him first. We cannot start without payment.
Aderonke opened her purse. She had the day's sales, transport money, and money meant for tomorrow's stock.
This is what I
Not
have.
enough,
Please,
but something.
I will find the rest.
She counted it with shaking hands and placed it on the counter. Nurse Kioma looked at the money, then at Aderonke's faded dress and tired face.
You don't know him?
No, ma.
And you are paying? I cannot leave him to die.
The nurse's expression softened.
Sit down. We will attend to him.
Aderonke sat on a plastic chair near the wall. Her goods were still by the roadside. Her money was almost gone. Her brother's school fees were still unpaid. But she stayed. After some time, the old man opened his eyes. His voice was weak.
Where am I?
Aderonke stood quickly.
You are in a clinic, sir. You fainted near the road.
He turned his head slowly.
Who brought me here?
I did,
He
sir.
studied her face.
Who are you?
My name is Aderonke.
Do I know you?
No, sir.
He blinked, confused.
Then why did you help me?
Aderonke looked at him like the answer should have been obvious.
Because you needed help.
The old man's eyes became still.
What if I had been dangerous?
You were unconscious, sir.
What if people accused you?
Some already warned me.
And you still came?
She nodded.
I thought of my father. If he had collapsed somewhere, I would pray someone would not pass him by.
The man looked away. For a moment, he said nothing. Then he
Did you
asked.
check my pocket?
Aderonke's face changed.
Sir?
My pocket, my phone, my money. Did you take anything?
She straightened, hurt, but respectful.
Sir, poverty has touched my pocket. It has not touched my conscience.
The old man stared at her. The words entered him deeper than she knew.
I am sorry.
He said quietly. Aderonke nodded.
It is okay. You just woke up.
No, it is not okay. A person who saves your life deserves better than suspicion.
Before Aderonke could answer, the clinic doors burst open. A tall man in a suit rushed in with a driver behind him.
Chief, sir!
Aderonke turned. The old man closed his eyes briefly.
Emeka, stop shouting.
The man in the suit came to the bedside.
Chief, we have been looking everywhere. Madam is calling. Your son is calling. Security is panicking.
Chief? Aderonke stepped back. Driver bowed.
Chief Bamidele, thank God.
Aderonke froze. Chief Bamidele Arowolo. Even she knew that name. He was one of the richest men in Lagos, the owner of Arowolo Group, with investments in hotels, oil services, real estate, and shipping. His face had been on newspapers. His companies sponsored events. Politicians visited his home. And she had just brought him to a small roadside clinic in a taxi. She suddenly felt embarrassed by her dusty slippers, sweaty dress, and empty purse.
Sir, I did not know.
Chief Bamidele looked at her.
That is why what you did matters.
His assistant turned to her.
You brought Chief here?
Aderonke nodded nervously.
Yes, sir.
The assistant looked shocked.
Where is your family? Who sent you?
Nobody sent me.
Emeka, leave her alone.
He turned to Aderonke.
How much did you pay?
It is nothing, sir.
How much?
She hesitated.
I paid what I had. The nurse can tell you.
The assistant moved toward the counter, but Chief kept his eyes on Aderonke.
What do you do?
I sell water and snacks in traffic.
And you left your goods?
Yes, sir.
Why?
She lowered her eyes.
Why?
You were more important.
That sentence silenced everyone around the bed. Chief Bamidele had met ministers, CEOs, pastors, senators, and society women who knew how to speak beautifully. But this girl, with tired hands and dusty feet, had given him something many rich people around him had forgotten how to give: human kindness without calculation. He asked for her address, but she became afraid.
Sir, I don't want trouble.
You are not in trouble.
I did not help you because of money.
I know.
I don't want people to think I planned it.
People will think many things. Let them. God saw what happened.
Chief smiled faintly. He told Emeka to pay the clinic bill, replace her stolen goods, and make sure she got home safely. Aderonke tried to refuse extra money.
Sir, please, I only need what I lost.
Why not take more?
She answered.
Help is not business.
Chief Bamidele leaned back on the pillow. In that moment, he remembered the conversation he had with his son weeks earlier. His son, Keaton, was 35, educated, handsome, and tired of women who loved his last name more than his heart. Chief had watched woman after woman enter their family with perfect makeup, perfect manners, and empty kindness. They greeted him with respect in public, but snapped at drivers in private. They bowed to his wife, but insulted maids. They donated to charity when cameras were present, but ignored hungry children outside church. One evening, Keaton had said,
Papa, how do I know who is real?
Chief had answered.
Watch what a person does when there is nothing to gain.
Now, lying in a clinic bed, he felt as if God had answered that question on the roadside. Aderonke did not know that. To her, the day was still a disaster.
Sister, where are your goods?
She sat down slowly.
Stolen.
I had to help someone.
Are we in trouble?
Aderonke forced a smile.
Not trouble. Just a hard day.
Then there was a knock at the door. Auntie Sade from the next room opened it and gasped. Two men in suits stood outside. One held a sealed envelope and a bag filled with
Good
new
evening.
goods.
Chief Bamidele Rewolo sent us.
Chief,
The compound went quiet. Neighbors peeped through doors. Aderonke stepped forward, embarrassed.
Sir, I said you should not.
The man smiled.
He said to tell you this is not payment. It is restoration.
Inside the envelope was money for her stolen stock, clinic expenses, and a note. Thank you for seeing a man where others saw a problem. Aderonke read it 3 times. Toby
Sister,
stared at her.
Who did you help? I think I helped a billionaire.
The next week, Chief Bamidele invited her to the Arowolo Foundation office. Aderonke almost did not go. She borrowed a clean dress from Auntie Sade and washed her sandals twice. When she arrived at the foundation, the building alone made her nervous. At the reception, she greeted everyone.
Good morning.
The receptionist looked surprised by how polite she was. A cleaner was mopping near the entrance. Aderonke stepped carefully around the wet floor.
Good morning, ma.
The cleaner smiled.
Good morning.
Aderonke waited until an elderly woman in the lobby sat down before taking a seat herself. Someone was watching. Kitan Arowolo stood near the hallway, observing quietly. He had heard the story from his father, but did not know what to expect. He thought maybe the street hawker would be loud, overwhelmed, or eager to ask for money. Instead, he saw a young woman who looked nervous, but carried herself with dignity. Chief Bemedel called her into his office.
Aderonke, how are you?
I am fine, sir.
And your brother?
She looked surprised.
You remembered?
People matter. Their stories matter.
Kitan watched her face soften. Chief introduced them.
This is my son, Kitan.
Aderonke
Good
stood
afternoon,
quickly.
sir.
Kitan smiled.
Please, no, sir. Kitan is fine.
She shook her head.
My mother raised me to respect people.
Chief laughed.
Good. Sit down.
He offered her a position at the foundation, helping with outreach to street hawkers, widows, and children who had dropped out of school. Aderonke blinked.
Me?
Yes,
But I don't have a degree.
you have experience.
She swallowed.
Sir, I don't want charity.
Then earn it.
Chief leaned forward. Those words changed her posture. He continued.
You know the streets, you know the people, you know who is hungry, who is pretending, who needs school fees, who needs a chance. We can teach office work. We cannot teach compassion.
Aderonke accepted. At first, she made mistakes. She did not know how to use all the office systems. She typed slowly. She asked questions. Some people laughed behind her back. But she arrived early, stayed late, kept records carefully, and treated every beneficiary with respect. Kitan began visiting the foundation more often. At first, he told himself it was because of work. Then he realized he was looking for her. He watched her speak to street children without pride. He watched her refuse to waste foundation money. He watched her take leftover food from events and personally deliver it to families instead of letting staff throw it away. One evening, he found her arranging school supply bags. He said,
You work like the whole country depends on you.
She smiled without looking up.
Maybe one child does.
Kitan sat beside her.
My father says you are stubborn.
He is correct.
Good stubborn or bad stubborn?
Depends who is asking.
He laughed. Their friendship grew slowly. That was what made it dangerous to everyone else. Because inside the Arowolo mansion, not everyone was pleased. Chief's wife, Madame Morayo Arowolo, was a woman who believed reputation was more important than truth. She had already chosen the woman she wanted for Kitan, Vanessa Odutola, the daughter of a senator, polished, wealthy, and trained for society. Vanessa spoke softly in public, wore expensive lace, and knew how to greet elders perfectly when they were watching. When Madame Morayo heard about Aderonke, she was irritated.
Bamidele, charity is one thing. Bringing a street hawker near this family is another.
Her name is Aderonke.
I know her name.
Then use it.
Madame Morayo's face tightened.
Kitan needs a woman who fits this family.
Chief looked at her.
No, Kitan needs a woman who will not destroy his peace.
She sells water in traffic.
She saved my life.
She is poor.
She is honest.
Honesty does not prepare a woman for this world.
And wealth does not prepare a woman for marriage.
Madame Morayo said nothing, but her mind was already working. Vanessa noticed too. One afternoon, she came to the foundation wearing white linen and gold jewelry. She smiled at everyone, but her eyes searched for Aderonke.
So you are the famous girl from the road.
Vanessa said sweetly.
Good afternoon, ma.
Vanessa laughed lightly.
Please don't make me feel old. I heard you moved from traffic to air conditioning. God is good.
Aderonke smiled.
Yes, God is good everywhere.
Vanessa's smile stiffened. Kitan entered just then.
Vanessa, I didn't know you were coming.
I wanted to support the foundation.
Vanessa said, slipping easily into charm. Aderonke excused herself, but Vanessa watched the way Kitan's eyes followed her. That was when jealousy became a plan. Madame Morayo, Vanessa, and Kitan's cousin, Deji, began digging into Aderonke's past. Deji found pictures of her hawking in traffic and sent them into a family WhatsApp group.
Is this the girl Chief is praising? God forbid. From traffic to Arowolo?
The insults spread quietly. At a family dinner 2 weeks later, Chief invited Aderonke to speak about the Foundation's new street education program. She stood in the large dining room, nervous but prepared. She explained how the program would help children selling in traffic return to school. Some people listened. Others smirked.
It is a touching story, but sometimes people enter families through the front door. Others enter through pity.
The room went quiet. Aderonke felt the insult, but she kept her voice calm.
Ma, I did not ask for pity. I only gave help.
Vanessa smiled softly.
Nobody is attacking you. We are only being careful. These days, many people pretend to be kind when they see opportunity.
Aderonke looked at her.
That is true. But when I helped Chief, I did not know his name.
Deji
In
laughed.
Lagos, you expect us to believe you did not recognize Chief Bamidele Arowolo?
Chief's face darkened.
Deji.
But Aderonke raised one hand slightly.
It is okay, sir. When a man is lying on the ground, gasping for breath, only a certain kind of person checks his net worth before helping him.
The room froze. Kitan stared at her with admiration. Vanessa's smile disappeared. Madame Morayo looked embarrassed, but still proud. Then the truth arrived through a woman no one expected. Nurse Kioma entered the dining room with Chief's assistant. Chief had invited her quietly because he knew his family would try to twist the story. Chief stood.
Since some people need proof of kindness, Nurse Kioma will tell you what happened.
Nurse Kioma looked around the room.
This young woman brought Chief to our clinic in a taxi. She did not know who he was. She begged us to treat him. She paid with her own sales money. She stayed until he woke up. When Chief offered more, she refused and asked only for what she lost.
The room went silent. Chief's assistant placed a copy of the clinic receipt
I
on
have
the
seen
table.
relatives
Nurse
abandon
Kioma
relatives
continued.
at hospitals. That day, this girl did more for a stranger than many families do for their own blood.
Madame Morayo looked down. Deji had nothing to say. Vanessa tried to recover.
That is admirable, of course. But marriage is different from one good deed.
Chief turned to her.
You are right.
Vanessa relaxed. Then Chief asked.
If you saw a dirty old man collapse by the roadside, would you help him?
Vanessa hesitated.
Chief, Lagos is dangerous. People stage things.
Would you help him?
I would call someone.
Would you touch him?
She laughed nervously.
Chief, people like us must be careful.
What if he was your father?
Vanessa smiled tightly.
My father would never be lying on the roadside.
That answer told the whole room who she was. Kitan stood slowly.
Thank you, Vanessa. You have answered enough.
Her face changed.
Kitan!
No, I heard you.
Later that night, Kitan found Aderonke outside by the garden, wiping tears before
You should
anyone
not
could
have
see.
been treated like that.
He said.
I am used to it.
She turned away.
You should not be.
Your world is not my world.
Kitan stepped
Then
closer.
maybe we build one where both of us can stand.
Aderonke shook her head.
People will say I trapped you.
People already talk.
They will say I came for money.
I know what you came with.
She looked at him. He said softly.
You came with character.
Aderonke's eyes filled. Kitan did not propose that night. He did something better. He gave love time to prove itself. He supported her education. He helped her enroll in community development courses. He encouraged her to lead foundation programs. He protected her dignity without trying to own her. Months passed. Aderonke grew stronger. Toby returned to school fully funded through a scholarship, but Aderonke still made him study hard.
Do not embarrass me with laziness.
She told him. He grinned.
Yes, Ma.
The foundation launched a new program for hawkers, widows, and girls who had dropped out of school. Aderonke became one of its strongest voices. She helped women learn small business skills, helped children get documents for school, and helped street sellers open bank accounts. At the launch event, the hall was filled with press, community leaders, workers, and families who had been helped. Chief Bamidele stood on stage.
Many people think class is found in clothing, family name, or the size of a person's house. But I found class on the roadside.
The room became quiet. He continued.
I have one who almost stopped to help me when others passed by. Right. She did not know my name. She did not know my wealth. She only saw a man who needed help.
Aderonke sat in the front row, overwhelmed. Chief looked at her.
Aderonke Adebanjo reminded me that kindness is not measured by what you have.
The room applauded.
It is measured by what you are willing to give when you have little.
Madame Morayo sat quietly. For the first time, she looked at Aderonke without disgust. Not fully soft yet, but no longer blind. Then, Kitan walked onto the stage. He took the microphone from his father and looked at Aderonke.
I grew up surrounded by people who knew how to respect wealth. But this woman taught me what it means to respect humanity.
Aderonke's lips parted. Kitan came down from the stage and stood in front of her.
I will not pretend our worlds are the same. But I know the kind of woman I want beside me. Not the one who performs kindness for applause, but the one who gives it when nobody important is watching.
Tears slipped down Aderonke's face. Kitan took her hand.
I choose you, Aderonke. Not because my father is grateful, not because people approve, but because your heart has more honor than many rooms full of wealth.
The applause rose again, louder this time. Vanessa, watching from the back of the hall, turned and left. Deji looked down. Madame Morayo wiped her face quietly, ashamed of the way pride had made her cruel. Aderonke stood, trembling.
I am afraid.
She whispered.
Then we will walk slowly.
Kitan smiled. Years later, people still told the story. Some told it as romance. Some told it as gossip. Some told it as a warning to proud families who mistake poverty for lack of value. Aderonke did not become arrogant. She did not forget traffic. She did not forget the heat, the insults, or the days she counted coins with tears in her eyes. She used her new position to help people who were still standing where she once stood. Toby finished school. The foundation grew. Street hawkers found training. Young girls returned to classrooms. Widows started small businesses. And Aderonke became known not as the hawker girl who married into wealth, but as the woman who turned kindness into a doorway for others. Because the rich family looked for class in Polish. Chief Bamadel found it in compassion. Vanessa had beauty, education, and status. Madame Morayo had money, influence, and pride. Deji had family name and arrogance. But Aderonke had something they could not buy. She had honesty. She had mercy. She had the kind of heart that stopped on the roadside when everyone else kept moving. And sometimes, the person people overlook in traffic is not beneath them. Sometimes, she is the one carrying the blessing their whole family needs, because kindness may look small when it is given. But one day, it can open gates that money never could.